Oh, it's on. I'm just new to this whole taking a video of yourself and talking to it. Hello, I am Virginia, and I'm here today to talk about something that's not that big of a deal really at all. But I've just had this brainstorm. I've been told that I am like truly the world's most curious person. I want to know everything about everything, especially the weird stuff, especially sayings that are popular, like where do they come from? I want to know. Things like that. So what I've done is I've made a list of things that I ponder and that I don't know the answer to. And I also have a subcategory of kind of a WTF category, like, why do they do that? And that we can talk about that too. And my hope is that I can post these and then you can tell me what's going on in the world. Like, tell me the scoop, help me out. If you've got the answer, that's great. Like, I can Google things. I Google stuff every day, like several times a day. Today I Googled polygamy. Okay. I don't know why I Googled polygamy, but if you need to know about it, holler, because I have many a detail on polygamy that I could share with you today. So we can have a transfer of knowledge. But I'm tired of Googling everything. I don't want the computers to always have the answers. Like, certainly there's something in this, human realm that we have the answer to, that we can share with each other. Or maybe you can just be with me in my curiosity. We can be lost in oblivion together about it. I don't know. I just want to find more people like me. Also, to take the pressure off of Justin. Because Justin's just I think he sees that little look in my eye where I'm like, what if? And I think he just knows. He's like, what does she want? I mean, he's a good sport, but the guy, let's take the pressure off of Justin and help me out. So my first question is, okay, I have many, but this is a for instance thing. When people say, oh, they're going to eat you out of house and home. And I'm like, house and home. They're the same thing. Like, why? Why do they say that way? Okay, that's one thing. That's just an example of what bothers me at night. What I have written down today, so we can get started, is today I was hungry. I went into the kitchen, which is right over yonder, right over my shoulder, and I didn't have hardly anything to eat, but you know what I did have? Peanut butter and jelly. I was like, that sounds good. So as I'm getting out the ingredients, I get out the peanut butter, I get out the jelly, and I'm like, wait a second. We think of them right now as one thing, together. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. I really don't think that they say that. I think that's more of peas and carrots or white on rice. I don't know. Anyway, so I get out the peanut butter, and peanut butter at one time was peanut butter. It was peanuts, mashed up, whatever. Then you have fruit, mashed up, whatever. But who was the guy that went into his kitchen and was like, I'm so hungry, but you know what? I got peanut butter and jelly. That can't be that bad. So he makes it. But then my other question, see, it's like an onion of layers. The next layer is, who was the next guy to make peanut butter jelly? Was it the first guy? He went home, after, I don't know, wherever he lived in 1920. And he's like, Mother, I had the most interesting thing last night. And she's like, what was that, son? And he's like, I know it's going to sound crazy. I don't know where my English accent went, but whatever. He's like, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I had peanut butter and jelly on bread. And everyone's like, peanut butter and jelly on bread? Who'd have thunk? Okay, that's one thing. We can think about this for a while. Second is when people say, we got to get the heck out of Dodge. I have a feeling that they're talking about Dodge City. So I have a feeling it's got this Western reference. Maybe it was a movie? I don't know. You could tell me. Thirdly, who was the first person to say a curse word in the way that we say it? Like the F word. My mom's told me a story, and I know she's right, because, my mom's a history buff, to say the least. But, who took that story and made it into the curse word that we use now? Well, I don't use it. Anyway, My only thing, this is not so much a question, this is just one of my observations. Like, I've written this down, literally. It's over here on, like, a piece of scrap paper, on, like, a bill that I'm, like, procrastinating to pay. What I think is funny is when you're driving along and there's a sign, like the little mileage signs, like, letting you know, and it says, like, for instance, on, like, New Mexico Road 550, there's one that's, like, Cuba, 21 miles. And you're like, sweet, I haven't seen anything in a while because New Mexico's a bit remote. Well, so you're like, oh, good, okay, I'm near people. That's one good thing. But then you see another sign 1 mile later. It's like, Cuba, 20 miles. And you're like, thank you. Why didn't you put one 40 miles ago when I didn't know where the fuck I was? Excuse me. Anyway, I guess this is like rated R. Okay, so that's it for the today. Thank you. If you got through that, I'm so happy. And please, somebody talk to me. I don't want to post this and nobody say anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be on WebSoup. I don't care. I just want some answers. Okay, signing off.